Oh, we got one. There it is. We got another one. Oh yeah, he's on. I think they're fired up. Okay, well, you may have seen earlier that the boat was in the truck, but we're not on a boat right now. Well, the idea was to take the boat out to a nice lake and do some fishing out there, but unfortunately, the weather and some road closures put a damper on that. So instead, we're doing a little shore pond fishing. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't fished this area in a long time, but it was good for bass when I was fishing it regularly. So we'll see if we can get some today. No promises, but it's always fun to get out. Alright, doesn't seem like there's much of a topwater bite, so let's go subsurface for a little bit. We got our watermelon red flake 4-inch lizard, and we'll see how this guy does. We're using about a 1/8 of an ounce weight, really small, really slow presentation, and we'll just give it a try. Alright guys, so the water is really shallow here, much shallower than it has been in the past. So and there's just tons of snags, and there's some pretty big frogs that are swimming around here. One's got his eyes up right now, just kind of peeking out of the water, and he's been kind of swimming toward my bait. So I feel like this is an area where bass of any decent size are probably not hanging out if he's willing to swim around there. and I think it's just too shallow. So we're gonna move down bank a bit and hit a deeper area. I gotta tell you guys, this is the kind of stuff that really irks me. People just leave their fishing line. Gosh. You know, take your garbage with you. You know? Take your garbage with you. That's all I have to say. Take your garbage with you. All right, let's try this deeper spot. This looks much more promising. However, we won't know until we get something in the water. So let's stick with the lizard and see what we can do. You know, I used to fish these ponds a lot, but you know, I used to say was an avid bass fisherman. But life seems to have a way of giving you moments in your life where you have a lot of time for hobbies, and then other moments or other times in your life where you have virtually no time at all. And the latter has hit me over the last probably 5 years or so. And so it feels really good to get back out and just cast a line. Looks like the water here is a lot muddier than it was over in the other spot. So we may have to change up colors. I might go with a black lizard. What do you guys think? Put in the comments what kind of lure or what kind of bait would you fish? Basically, what presentation would you put in this situation? We've got oh, did you guys see that? We definitely had something take the bait, but I think it was something small, just not big enough to get it in its mouth. But what kind of presentation would you do here? We've got 3 to 6 mile an hour winds. We've got I would say it's dirty water, not necessarily muddy. We're probably 3 to 5 feet deep, and there's a mixture of weeds and, you know, small limbs that are down in the water. So as far as I know, the only species that's in here is largemouth bass. I think the trout are pretty much gone. Not sure what the water temperature is, but it has been in the like mid to upper 60s here all week. We've hit the 70s a little bit, but not for any extended periods of time. And it's kind of a partly cloudy to overcast right now. So I'm just going with a slow, soft plastic presentation. We had a front come through yesterday and today, a cold front. Oh, we're getting bit. Hold on. Oh, again, same thing. I think I might put a worm on. Let's try putting a worm on. All right, so this is the new presentation. This is a 5-inch little worm, some golden green flake. Got an 1/8 ounce lead on there, painted red. And we'll see if they want to take this. I mean, this will be easier for them to swallow, so even if it's just a small one, we might be able to get it. I probably should have gone down on the hook size. I'm using a 2/0 right now. Probably should have went 1/0. But that's all right. It's not a huge difference between the two, I guess. Oh, we got one. There it is. Oh yeah. Hey buddy. How you doing? Come on in here. Look at you. Little guy. Little guy. Yeah, you took that, didn't you? Look at you. You're a tiny little guy. Oh, he's had some battles. You see that scar right there, guys? And he's got these interesting things. I don't know if you could see that, little sores or parasites or something on his. You've been through it, little guy. Go continue. Yeah, I figured they were small in here. This water seems pretty low, so being that it's so shallow, I imagine they don't have opportunity to grow that big. I have caught big ones. I mean, I've got a fish story I'll share with you later. Catching some pretty hefty bass out of this pond and the one next to it. There it is. Oh yeah, he's on. It's another small one. I think that's probably all there are here. All right, buddy. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice and small. Say hi. Tiny. And they're not that fat. Smells like they're probably just eating worms and bugs. Regardless of the size, it's always fun to get one on the end of the line, you know. And these small ones, you know, you got a light enough setup. I'm using a what am I using? A medium light fast action rod. Yeah. And I've got 8-pound fluorocarbon on here. It's just a tiny little setup just for something like this, and we got another one. Oh man, it's always fun no matter the size. I mean, if you get the right setup, and they can still feel big, you know. This one came with some weeds. Hey buddy, let's get those weeds off you. Oh, it's okay. Calm down, calm down, calm down. It's all right. Oh, we got him in the gills. Almost in the gills. He's still caught in the mouth. All right. Interesting. There you go, bud. So we're at another pond. This is actually a couple of days later since we ended the last night. I really wanted to come out here and try my hand at this other location. This is the same location as the first video that I made on this channel. The conditions are looking really good, so I'm hoping that we're gonna catch some pretty decent sized bass. Nothing massive. We're not talking, you know, the 8-10 pound class, but definitely a pound and a half to 3 pounds is really possible here. I've even caught 6+ pounders out here before, so this is my first time being here in quite a while, and just like the other pond, we'll see what yields. But let's have some fun. Yeah, the water level is really low right now, so I'm a lot less excited about this than I was earlier. Didn't realize how low the water has gone, which is going to push those bass to deeper locations, obviously. Oh, we got a bite. Oh, we got one. Oh, not a bad sized fish for pond. It's all right, buddy. Easy, easy, buddy. Easy, easy. Calm down, calm down. It's all right. There you go. Where are all your buddies at? Huh? Where are all your buddies at? You're light. You're not even a pound, I don't think. But we'll see you later. Don't tell your friends I was here, okay? Whoa. Oh man, it's always fun. Oh, we got a bite. Oh, yeah, we got one. There it is. Oh, it's a jumper. It's a jumper. Oh, man, he's fighting. He's stuck in the weeds? I can't tell. I think he's stuck in a bunch of weeds. We're just reeling him in. Oh, whoa, whoa. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Oh, he came off. He came off. Let's try to see him. Oh, we got him. Oh, crazy. Whoa, whoa, buddy. Little guy. But, so much fun. All right, bud. There you go. Man, this thing is low. I've never been able to come down to the bank like this. Usually we're stuck up on top behind this tall grass. I've never been able to come down here before in maybe the decade that I've been coming out here. At least once a year. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 years where I didn't come out here at all, but regardless, this is all usually, you know, way up here with the water line. Wow, that was fun. Let's see if we can't get another one. They like the watermelon red flake lizard. I tell you, it can be really tough when fishing is slow like this. When you got to slow down and really play the soft plastics, that can be kind of tough fishing. It kind of feels like a grind sometimes, but it's also some of the most relaxing for me. I don't have to think too hard, you know, just focus on moving the bait little bits. And just kind of take your time. You can take in the sights, you can take in all the smells, and this kind of fishing really does lead to some of the bigger bass too. We got a watermelon red flake 6-inch lizard on there right now with a 1/4 ounce weight. I'm fishing on, what am I on, 8-pound fluorocarbon line. And I really like this setup. I mean, it's a medium light, fast action rod. Hold on. Oh, if we had something, it spit it out. But this setup is just really nice. It allows me to fish various different presentations and various different applications. I also like that it, you know, you can catch smaller fish, but they still feel good size. Just, it's a good fight, just based on the equipment that you're fishing on. I know I've mentioned that before, but I guess I just can't stress that enough. Just fish the right equipment. And I don't, you know, I don't claim to be some expert bass fisherman. I like to think that I barely know what I'm doing out here. I'm just trying to have a good time and learn enough about it to, you know, give myself the best chances at actually catching and not just fishing. Definitely tutorials aren't really my style, but I certainly love talking fishing, so when I start talking about that kind of stuff, you know, just take it for what it's worth. It's not trying to teach anyone anything, just talking about what I'm doing. And man, that water is glass right now. Man, that's beautiful. We're on a lily pad there, and we're gonna jump off and just let it fall. I don't know how many times I've tried that move over the years, letting a bait get on the lily pad and then just fall off and sink, and I have never caught a fish doing that. But you'll see other anglers do that move and catch fish all the time, but I've just, I guess, never been in the right conditions for that to be, or just there's no fish in that each spot that I've tried it. Nevertheless, every time there's an opportunity for that, I definitely try it. Oh, we got something. Hold on. Oh, I think it spit it out. Or I just hit a weed. You get to a point sometimes where you just become real sensitive with the rod. And you figure out, like, okay, that's definitely a bite or that's definitely a weed. But if you have that happen enough times in one outing, everything will start to feel a little bit the same when you're fishing this slow. At least that's how it's going for me. Maybe it's probably just me. I like fishing with my dad. He will hit weeds all day, and every time he does, it's a fish. It's a fish. Every single time. And it's like, you'll look at his line, Dad, that's definitely weeds. I rarely tell him that, but I let him think it's fish, because I don't want to ruin his time. You know, he's having a good time. But it's funny how many bites he gets, but never hooks up on anything, and how many weeds he brings back to the boat. Here we go, another lily pad, and hop off, sink, nothing. Oh wait, yeah, nothing, no. Let's try something like this. We'll try to change it up. Seems like these bass are somewhat small, and small bass will eat big bait, but I'm thinking let's switch it up, go a little smaller bait, a little more streamlined. See if that comes through the weeds a little better. Man, it is just so shallow here. I mean, it fell off that lily pad and it maybe sunk maybe a foot. It's just really shallow. We may just be struggling because the fish are deeper. I mean, the water's pretty warm too. When I put my hand in it, it's like it's obviously warm. So it could be that it's too warm near the shoreline. All right. Well, it was a little slower over here at the bigger pond, but we still caught some. We still had a good time. Ready to throw in the towel at this point. But yeah, it was a good time. Some largemouth bass. It's great to see that the habitat is still really healthy out here. It's great to see all this wildlife. There's still plenty of bird species. There's, bugs and banana slugs and all kinds of different like caterpillars and butterflies out here. There's at least largemouth bass in this pond. There used to be pumpkin seed. There used to be bluegills. There also used to be yellow perch in here. So far, all I've caught are largemouth bass. Did see a beaver and saw a little muskrat guy. So that was pretty cool. Just they were too quick for me to be able to grab a camera and capture them for you. But hopefully another time we'll be able to get some footage of them. But anyhow, so it's been a really good time. I appreciate you guys joining me. Hit that like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I'd really appreciate it. And we will see you on the next one. I just realized I never told you guys that fish story. So I was fishing here at the same location. Actually, it was the pond behind the one that we fished today. So if you go to my channel and find the first video I ever made, it was not very good. I haven't gotten that much better, but anyway, you find the first video I ever made, and it was at that pond that I caught a 6-pound, 13-ounce largemouth bass. It was big enough to get 2 hands in the mouth. It was a pretty cool experience because I was fishing on, this medium light rod, and I think I had the same setup. Medium light rod, 10,000 series spinning reel here with 8-pound fluorocarbon. Thank goodness it wasn't mono. And I just wasn't expecting to catch anything of any decent size, and this thing just slammed my lizard. And it was under a tree, so I was fishing just under a tree. I was just kind of flipping and pitching these little spots here and there, and this one fish just, man, he took it hard. And anyway, it was a really cool experience, but of course, this is why it's a fish story, right? Of course, at the time, the only camera I had was on my phone. But even worse, that phone, the camera had broken like 2 days before, and so it just wasn't working. And so I had no way to take a picture, get video. I had absolutely no way to get proof of this amazing fish that I caught in this tiny small pond. So, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. It's pretty bummed out about that. It's definitely the biggest fish that I've caught in these ponds, by a few pounds. Yeah, usually everything I catch, like you saw in that first video that I made, I did catch a few, but I think the biggest one was maybe 2.5 pounds. They're pretty small, but you know, definitely an exciting experience. And I hope this summer I get to share with you guys a similar experience, catching some nice big largemouth, or maybe get some big trout. I really do love fishing largemouth, but I also enjoy, well, I just enjoy fishing, period. So it doesn't matter what we catch. You know, any avid fisherman will tell you, it doesn't matter what I catch as long as I catch something. And the even more avid fisherman would say that fishing is most of the fun. That's what you get out there for, and it's the catch that brings you back. So thanks a lot for joining me on this one, guys. We'll see you next time.